Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley, you can never check me. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message. Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Woo.
Hey guys, just doing another unboxing of my newest marker. I sold my Vanquish 2.0 and got myself a basically brand new Luxe 2.0 OLED. Guy bought it. I think he only used it for a game or two. Might have shot it at the field a few times. Didn't even have many games with it, so I'm going to consider it brand new for myself. This is the red and white. As you know, these Luxe 2.0 OLEDs do come in a much smaller case, but also very durable. Nothing's going to get damaged in this case. I've had a Luxe 1.0 with 2.0 ups. I've had a 2.0, so this is now my third Luxe that I'm going to own. And the other ones did come in a nice briefcase, but it was big and bulky and a pain in the ass to carry around. This one is going to be a little bit easier to carry around, so go ahead and unzip it. Okay, so we're going to start over here to the left, flip this over. Got my battery to charge it, or sorry, the charger for my battery to charge. Got the two-piece barrel. Nothing different with the barrel compared to the other Luxes, same old barrel, but it's one of the best barrels out there. As you can tell, it's in absolute mint condition. I got the 687 and the overboard 693 freaker inserts. So there's my white and gloss red. And the grease that they came with, like I said, this thing is literally brand new, so grease has not been touched at all. Okay. So we're going to flip now to the other side. Behind this elastic, you do have this little piece that comes apart. In here is where you are going to find your CD manual. No paper manual. Brand new barrel sock, again has not been used. And the USB charger to plug in your computer. So we're going to put all that back. And then in this little case right here, comes with your spare battery. So nice, you put it in that. I'm going to put all this stuff back. Okay. And there's my Luxe, with of course never used. This is my ASA drop. Okay, and parts kit, which comes with a few different Allen keys, a few of the O-rings that you maybe eventually need to replace, extra screws, things like that. So none of that stuff should be used either. New. Very, very, very new. I can tell how new the gun is because of how fresh and snappy the trigger feels, like how a brand new Luxe's trigger feels. The last two Luxes that I did have, well, the first one, the 1.0, the trigger was basically falling off. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it could have been. I think it just needed to be Loctited or something, or maybe they were stripped. I have absolutely no idea. This one, I haven't had any games with it yet, but I don't see a problem. This trigger is in place. This trigger is nice and snappy. The Luxe 2.0 that I had, the second Luxe that I bought, had a more mushy trigger. I never understood why. Again, probably just because it was used up. Not 100% sure, but this one, you could tell how new it feels. There's not a single scratch except for maybe right there. I'm gonna flip it over. Don't know if you can catch that. It's going to be right there on my clamping feed neck, right where it clamps, and that's it. And that could have been from anything. Okay, all the jewels are still in place. You open up the eye covers, and the eye covers are extremely clean inside. No idiot marks. So as you can tell from the back of the gun right here, what a lot of people do, and the bolt is still really iffy to take on and off. Again, another way you can tell how new the gun is, but here inside there's no scratches, there's no idiot marks. We call them idiot marks because see if that little pin at the back here, when people slide this bad boy back in, they do not lift up the latch, and they just ram the bolt right to the back of the gun where it will scratch the paint. So carefully, slowly put the bolt back in. Make sure you lift that hatch and then drop it. Make sure it's nice and closed. I'm planning on keeping these jewels on them as long as I can as well. Probably just put a little tiny dab of super glue or something, it'll be fine. I turned the voice off of the Luxe because that can get annoying, but it is OLED, so there you go, there's your Luxe 10.5 PSP. I'm going to have a shooting video, at least a shooting video or a gameplay using this marker. I'm going out to flag raiders outdoor here in Ontario for basically a practice or a kind of like a scrimmage almost. And I am going to be taking this guy out for the very first time, and I'm extremely happy with this marker, only paying about $975. Slightly used. Somebody bought it off somebody who was the first owner. I am going to do probably going to do a disassembly or a maintenance video on one of these guys, just because I have a lot of experience with them and I have a lot of tips and tricks that you could probably use with your Luxe, or if you're thinking of buying a Luxe. Yeah, I'm going to make a video that'll help persuade you to buy it, because it is an extremely marker, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do to maintain it. Keep it running so you'll never ever have any problems with it, because as you know, with Luxes being partially smart parts, especially in this bolt, these O-rings can go bad if you don't take care of them, so you gotta replace them, and I'm gonna show you how eventually, right? Keeping your eyes clean, you know, once in a while maybe cleaning your reg, or just taking your inside of your reg apart. Maybe if it starts leaking from there, I'll show you how to fix that. Another difference I actually noticed with the 2.0 OLEDs, you'd see a couple reviews on them, and it's really handy because there used to be like an O-ring or something for this latch. It would make it spring, but we used to keep losing them. I actually know I lost, I should have lost mine in one of my 2.0 eye covers, and I lost the eye cover on the field. I guess I dove into a bunker, or I was sliding around somewhere, and I did end up losing the eye cover, and it was probably because that spring or O-ring or whatever that helped, I guess, support this latch here, I guess it was missing, so it unlatched itself and just fell right out. I ended up putting some tape around it, and it was limited edition blood splash, so it's not like I could have just gotten like an accent kit or something like that for $200 just to replace one eye cover. Couldn't find that colored eye cover anywhere, so fortunately I had to sell it for a bit of a cheaper price than I wanted it to, but I did. This is now never gonna fall out on me because it has some kind of metal one inside there. I don't know why I took that apart. If you did see it, I'm just gonna show you one last time. The little springy, I guess like that little chain or something in there. You have a spare one in your parts kit, which is also very nice. Okay, if you could see on the latch there. So less chance of using that, less chance of breaking it. When you put it in, you could hear it snap closed, like hear that? It'll snap closed and it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so no chance of losing your eye covers, and they're still very easy to take on and off. Unlike the 1.5s, you don't have to use screws. Unlike the 2.0s, you don't have to worry about that little crappy O-ring or something for the latch. So those are the major differences, that I cover. Obviously the OLED board on the back of it, which makes it a lot easier to change your settings and stuff. The gun gets very, very, very annoying when you hear it say, "Oh, powering on," or "Welcome to the Luxe experience." You got to hear that every single time you turn your gun on and off, before and after each point. It's gonna get annoying on you. So that's off. I'm happy with the OLED in the back. It's meant to be a paintball gun. Unless it's gonna respond when I talk, I don't need it to talk to me. Okay. So this is my Luxe 2.0 in my gloss red and silver, basically brand new. Alright, see you guys in the next video.